With its picturesque beaches, Florida has long been known as the Sunshine State, making it one of the top destinations in the world. While the sun usually shines brightly, Florida can also face fierce weather conditions. In recent years, Florida has faced some of the strongest storms in recorded history. Hurricane season is just part of life in the Sunshine State. The team at Jacobsen Homes understands this. That's why for over 60 years, we've been building the strongest homes in the business. Every nail we drive and every board we select is done with care. Our homes are made in Florida by Floridians who care. At Jacobsen Homes, quality isn't a word we throw around carelessly. We know quality matters, and our quality will be tested when those dark clouds are on the horizon.
We stayed, and we thought, well, it's not going to hit direct, and the winds were predicted at 90 mile an hour, and
Right.
I tell you what, they were. But we felt solid in this house. Nothing was rattling. I mean, you could hear the wind outside. But we did evacuate for Milton, and when we got back, we were just hoping and praying, because we heard, a lot of damage. And we just had a few ceiling fans outside that were cracked. No other real damage. And we were just, we were amazed because, this place looked like a war zone.
Let me show you the damage that we had after the hurricane. Right there, those two pieces of siding got damaged. Cracked
Probably
up.
from flying debris.
Yes.
We decided to leave when Milton was headed straight for Bradenton, and when we came back, after we had seen the destruction on the roads alone, we were pretty nervous about what we would find. It was just absolutely devastated. We saw so many homes with no roofs. We saw some flattened homes, and we came to our home and it was not touched.
We have had several Category 3 and a 4 here. So each one of the hurricanes that came through, when we walk outside to look, all the shingles are there, the windows are there, everything's there.
What makes us different is we're family operated. My grandfather started the business in 1959. My father ended up taking it over and running it after him when he was 27 years old. My brother and I are born and raised here. We've now taken over the business.
Every home leaving this factory's got my name on it, and we stand behind it. My grandfather was one of the hardest working guys I ever met. He was a carpenter by trade, and he would be the guy under a house swinging a hammer, carrying a finishing nail, whatever it took.
When you think about your grandfather and your father and you care about their legacy, and when you're in charge of it, ultimately about providing affordable housing for your customers that's built to last.
We want houses that are going to withstand the storms. We know what the weather's like here in Florida. We know what we're dealing with, and that's what we strive to do.
The biggest part of it is we have multiple families and generations of employees in our factory, and we try to take really good care of them. For us, it makes it easier because of how skilled they are, because of how experienced they are. You got a factory that runs smoother, puts out a better product, and ultimately leaves the customer with a better home.
Jacobsen Homes are built strong using the very best materials and techniques, like pressure-treated wood and reinforced steel. Every home meets or exceeds Florida's strict wind zone requirements and undergo a rigorous quality control process to ensure it stands strong against the most demanding conditions.
The recent hurricane, I went to Sebring, Florida to stay because I wasn't sure what was going to happen here, and they weren't sure where the Milton was going to come in, and we're only about 1.5 miles from the Gulf, and so just not sure exactly how the house was going to hold up during the hurricane since it was my first experience. There was a lot of damage and a lot of houses that are completely damaged and will have to be taken out. So when I came down my street, my house was sitting there just like I left it. No windows, no screens out, everything was perfect.
I've been building houses for 40 years and I've been in the trade for 50. And it's constructed with 2x6 wall studs, 16 inches on center, has an R19 insulation factor in the wall, a 30 R insulation in the ceiling, and probably another 19 in the floor. We went through 2 hurricanes. We barely knew that there was a hurricane going on outside. And we had 85, 90 mile an hour gusts, and the house didn't creak, it didn't move, it was, solidly built. The essence, I think, of these Jacobsen homes are that they're built in a controlled environment, and these Jacobsens they're well worth the money. And to boot, maybe a week or two later, the president and 2 of his employees came down to my home to personally see me.
As soon as the storm does go through, yeah, we try to get down, check on customers. It's been really rewarding for our customers and seeing our product, but also pretty emotional and devastating when you go through it. Everything is basically totally destroyed and people's lives are ruined. So
it makes me feel amazing as a home builder to hear from people after the fact that they're happy that their house lasted, it withstood the storm, and there's nothing more satisfying to me.
We were very fortunate that we have a Ring doorbell, so we watched the storm until 6:30, and then power went out, and then we were in the dark. We had no idea what was going on with our home. And when we drove in 2 days later, there was debris and metal everywhere, and we were just very anxious as we were driving in. But we pulled in, and we knew right away that we were fine.
Our home did wonderful in the storm, and it is because it's built to the current codes, the 2002 hurricane codes. So this home is tied down every 2 feet or whatever it is, but there's tie downs everywhere. It's not going anywhere. 2x6 walls, we have 2x8 floors, we have roofs that are constructed for these giant winds.
One of the things that makes our home strong is we strap our rafters to our walls. We use a heavy gauge strap with oversized staples. We have OSB on top of the strap that makes it continuous all the way to the floor. We also do the high side as well, the marriage wall, and the marriage wall floor is strapped to the wall as well to make it continuous. That's important because it adds strength for wind shear in a storm.
It is built to withstand these hurricanes, and it did.
6 decades of experience, craftsmanship, attention to detail, and dedication are found in every home we build today. The Jacobsen team never forgets why we do what we do.
Been with Jacobsen Homes for over 20 years, and we're designing and constructing some of the strongest homes in Florida. We design our homes with precision. They count on us to design something that they can come back to after the storm.
Our homes are built by people who care about building the strongest, most comfortable home for each homeowner. And time and again, they are standing tall and strong after the storm.
Well, and that's things you don't really think about, but you really appreciate the people that put these homes together. The
quality,
the craftsmanship.
Fit, everything.
Yeah.
So you have all these craftsmen working in an assembly line, much like you build an automobile. Everyone has their task, and they're damn good at it. So you get a better product.
We appreciate your homes, and we were enjoying them. We're living the dream.
The work that they did and the quality of the product, I do appreciate that, and its ability to withstand the storms.
We would say to the employees at the Jacobsen factory that obviously you are building a quality, well-built home. And please just keep up the good work doing that, because the more people that buy these homes, the better off we're all going to be.
On behalf of my brother, my family, and the nearly 200 employees that we have here, we'd like to thank you for trusting us to build your dream home.